Listen now, and do not let these words pass lightly through your ears. What you are about to hear is not myth, not fantasy, not fiction. It is revelation. It is spiritual intelligence released from the heights of the celestial realm, and it begins with a warning carried by the voice of Archangel Michael, defender of light and slayer of shadows. A woman, cloaked in desire, driven not by love but by domination, has placed your image beneath her pillow. This action is not romantic. It is not innocent. It is not harmless.
It is a spiritual transaction disguised as affection, and what she is doing behind veils of darkness is an act of trespass upon your divine path. The pillow on which she lays her head is no longer a resting place. It has become an altar, and your image is the unwilling sacrifice. She calls your name into the air while the moon is high and the stars are silent, whispering words soaked in obsession. These are not prayers, these are conjurings. Her voice vibrates with hunger, not for your heart, but for your energy, your aura, your destiny.
She has not been chosen by heaven to walk beside you, but she believes that through shadow rituals and manipulative enchantments, she can bend the will of the cosmos. She seeks not partnership, but possession. And this is why you haven't been sleeping, why rest has fled from your nights like a startled dove. Something has been pulling at you, something cold, something uninvited, a heaviness in your chest, a stirring in your thoughts, the unexplained fatigue, the fog in your mind. This is not your natural state. This is spiritual interference. Archangel Michael declares, "There has been an intrusion. This woman does not operate alone. She has consulted those who traffic in forbidden knowledge, figures cloaked not in white, but in shadows who burn red candles and whisper incantations older than memory. These individuals have taught her how to capture energy, how to turn a photo into a binding tool, how to twist the laws of spiritual alignment. And she has done it. She has crossed a sacred threshold. Her actions have opened a spiritual wound. She thought it would go unnoticed. But heaven sees all. There is a reason her room feels different now. A shift in atmosphere, a weight in the air, a silence too thick to ignore. Each time she places your picture beneath her pillow, she draws more of your essence into her space. She believes that by doing so, she can bind your soul to hers, force your spirit to orbit hers like a captured star. But what she does not understand is this: you are marked by heaven. You are not hers to own. You are not a token to be claimed. Her pillow has become her trap, and your image is the bait she has woven into a spiritual snare. She acts sweet in the sunlight, smiles when she sees you, sends you light-hearted messages, but when night falls, she becomes someone else. Her smile fades, her room darkens. She lights her candles and begins her nightly rites. She calls your name again and again, trying to penetrate your spiritual defenses with persistence, not permission, but something has changed. The divine resistance has begun. You may have noticed small signs. Moments of clarity piercing the fog, a sudden burst of energy where once there was fatigue, or dreams where you break free and rise into light. These are not coincidences. These are divine interventions. The celestial guards have been activated. Your soul has begun to fight back. What she believed would tie you to her forever has now begun to backfire. The mirror she uses, once a portal to envision you beside her, now reflects only her own crumbling illusions. The candles she lights burn, lower, colder. The chants return with silence. Her connection to you is fraying like old rope in a storm. She thought she could reverse your blessings. She believed she could hold your future hostage through rituals and obsession. But you were never meant to be captured in this way. Every time she looked at your image and whispered manipulative desires, she invited spiritual consequence. Heaven has laws and the universe enforces balance. You are awakening now to the truth. The interference ends here. Her obsession has become her undoing. Her rituals have stained the air around her bed. What was once longing has turned to contamination. Every whisper she sends now returns to her with silence and dissonance. The spiritual authorities have stepped in. Your photo has been reclaimed, your energy is being restored. And yet, she may still try again. Archangel Michael says, "Do not be deceived by appearances. Her smile may still reach you, but her spirit is starving. She may offer kindness, but her intentions reek of control." She holds another item of yours, something seemingly insignificant, a scrap of paper, a note, a forgotten object. She believes it carries your scent, your signature, your spirit. She uses it in her workings, but now those efforts fall upon divine shields. She built an altar out of shadows, but heaven has now lit a fire upon it. Her spells are turning inward. Her mirror is cracking. Her dreams are collapsing. Every attempt to spiritually tether you is now recorded in heaven's book of justice. Her name is marked, not with favor but with a warning. You are not to be toyed with. You are not to be used. You are a vessel of sacred purpose. And now the reversal has begun. You will feel the shift. The weight on your chest will lift. The dizziness will fade. The confusion will clear. You will sleep soundly again. You will dream differently. You will no longer feel the silent pull toward something unseen. Your soul is being returned to itself. Your aura is realigning. Type Amen. If you receive this revelation, the restoration is not coming. It has already started. And so the heavens declare with finality, what was taken is now being returned. What was disrupted is now being restored. What was bound is now being loosed by fire and light. You are rising now, not by your own strength alone, but because the armies of heaven have surrounded your name and covered your soul. What she built in secret has been shattered by truth. Her nightly rituals, once intense with purpose, are now hollow echoes in an empty room. She tried to bring your destiny into her grasp by unnatural means, but destiny cannot be stolen. It can only be lived. She did not realize who you are. She did not understand that your name is written on sacred scrolls. She mistook divine favor for vulnerability. She saw your glow and thought it was hers to harvest, but light cannot be possessed by shadow. Your aura is not fuel for another's fire. It is the flame of your calling, and it burns by the breath of the Most High. There is a cleansing wind moving around you now. It is invisible to the eyes, but undeniable to the soul. It is removing residue, energetic, emotional, spiritual, left by her attempts to possess what was never hers. That tightness you used to feel in your chest is lifting. That sense of heaviness when you enter certain rooms is being removed. That confusion in your thoughts is clearing, and she feels it. She feels your release. The pillow under her head grows colder with every night that passes, because your energy is no longer present. Your photo no longer emits the spiritual connection she once stole. Her dreams are beginning to blur. Her mind is clouded, not with visions of closeness, but with the consequences of overreach. Archangel Michael speaks again. She trespassed into divine territory. She placed her hands on what was sealed. She opened doors she cannot close, and called names she was never authorized to summon. This is her trial now, not yours. This is her unraveling, not your pain. You may hear of her facing strange setbacks. You may notice her name mentioned and feel a quiet knowing in your chest. That is your spirit discerning her collapse. But you are not to intervene. You are not to rescue. You are not to respond. She must walk the path she created for herself. You, however, are walking a new path, clear, protected, and sacred. The interference is over. The ritual is undone. Your identity is restored. The pieces of you she tried to collect are gone from her space and returned to your soul. You are whole again. This is not just recovery, this is ascension. Your blessings are no longer delayed. Your intuition is no longer blocked. The relationships that were held back by her manipulations are now flowing toward you. The opportunities that were paused are now being released. And your divine connections, those destined by God, can now find you without obstruction. This is the turning of the season. This is the lifting of the fog. This is the unraveling of her obsession and the rising of your purpose, and soon she will dream of you one final time. But this dream will be different. In it you will walk away. You will say nothing. You will simply vanish into the light. She will wake up in tears, not because you hurt her, but because heaven showed her that her grip is gone forever. That is the final thread, that is the last echo of her ritual. And when it snaps, she will know, truly know, that her time is over. So now walk forward in your full power. Your image no longer lies beneath her pillow. It has returned to the sanctuary of your soul. Your spirit is no longer entangled in her rituals. It is wrapped in divine protection. You are not a token. You are not a target. You are not an object to be used in spiritual games. You are chosen. You are appointed. You are sealed. And now, released. This is your rise. Your energy is your own again. Your dreams are clean. Your heart is safe. The night no longer holds you. The shadows no longer follow you. And no one, not even the most desperate soul, can use you again without your permission. Her pillow is empty of your essence now, and your future is full again. You are free. You are protected. You are ascending. Type Amen. If you receive this word, type I am free to confirm it in the Spirit. Type it is done if you are ready to walk into your next chapter untouched, like what you just read. This isn't just content. This is spiritual confirmation. If this message spoke to your soul, do not let it stay with you alone. Share it with someone who needs deliverance, clarity, and confirmation. Someone else is in the storm you just escaped. Subscribe for more words of divine insight, spiritual warfare, guidance, and sacred revelations. Like to confirm the message has touched your spirit. Comment to testify, declare, or simply say, I believe. Turn on notifications, so the next time heaven speaks, your soul will be ready to receive it. You are no longer under the pillow. You are back in your place of power, and your rise, your true rise, begins now.